talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? Who? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? What's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this Told Them Tuesday? You say Told Them Tuesday? Man, what you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's good? People like hee ha ha, man. You know what I'm talking about? Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on the top of that thing, man. Keep that head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Did I say Ken in the pen, man? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now. You go get you something about 76 MacArthur Giants Liquor is what I'm talking about. 82nd Hillside Barbershop. They say somebody put them in their stores in the hundreds. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you, young man. Now, you know what I'm talking about, because I'll tell you every morning, man. Just in case you don't like me or you don't watch me, that's perfectly okay. Because you can still come get them from me, man. You know what I'm talking about? Sprinkler system on you. What'd you say, bro? Sprinkler system on you. You know what I'm talking about, man? Also in stores, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Funkadelic trying. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you go get you something. You know what I'm talking about? But if all else fails, if all else fails, man, make sure you go get you one of them hardbacks from Amazon, man. You know what I'm talking about? Uh-oh, what's that? Swing that finger, young man. Worldwide INC. What'd you say, bro? Worldwide Incorporated. What'd you say, bro? Worldwide. You know, they gonna say whatever. I'm say, hey, you know what I'm talking about? They gonna say what they mean, bro. I'm gonna say, hey, you know what I'm talking about? It means everybody. You say, bro, say, hey, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody included, bro. And Dugu, Cutthroat, Mike, you know what I'm talking about? Lil Rue, not Lil Rube, Lil Rue, you know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next. Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Now let's get through these disclaimers, but before we do that, my mama says, and my mama always says, breast and whiskers when you on TV, boy. You know what I'm talking about? We got Coffee Chronicles coming up. You know what I'm talking about? Now, good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no drug usage. I don't promote no drug sellage. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip of the sippers. You know what I'm talking about? Don't do it. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, man, I'm not prejudiced. I mean, hold on. I done jumped the gun. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no crime. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Don't. You know what I'm talking about? Promote. You know what I'm talking about? No. Negativity. You know what I'm talking about? No. Me, man, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, man. I don't promote shit. Y'all know that, man. Me, all I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, man. But a good brother like myself, man, I'm not prejudiced. A good brother like man, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different, man. Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the little people. You know what I'm talking about? Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, man, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Who would you say, bro? That love. Back to you too, man. Is you with me? Come on over here, man. Check it out. Come fuck with your partner one time. You know what I'm talking about, man? You know what I'm talking about, man? Yeah, man, what's good with the people? Told Them Tuesday. You say, Told Them Tuesday? What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all the blind people still looking for love. Yeah. God damn, man, all the blind people looking for love, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, man, fuck it. Yeah, man, Told Them Tuesday. You say, what you talking about, bro? Oh, man, you know what I'm talking about? I'm in the mood for love. Simply because you're near me. Oh, God damn, thank you. Yo, talk about Coffee Chronicles on the piping hot. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see the ashtray, baby. Piping hot. You know what I'm talking about, man. Fresh off the press. Thank you. I used to say, bro, what is Told Them? Man, look, this is going to be a little shorter, man, because bro got a big day ahead of me. You know what I'm talking about? New day, new things. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, man. If y'all just knew what bro finna be out there doing, man, y'all a roll, man. You know what I'm talking about? I might You know, I'm talking about one of these days I might let you get an eye full. You know, I'm talking about a peek. But told them Tuesday. He said, bro, what you talking about? Just that right there told them. Now look, if you do this, man, that's fine. Any of this shit you do, man, it's fine, man. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Hey, what you say, bro? Old lady. Hey, yo. Now listen, man. In today's society, folks, we get a fucking rush off for telling you something. You know what I'm talking about? I told you. See? I told you I was right. So on this Told Them Tuesday, it's that shit right there, folks. Your desire to be right. And it'd be so crazy because, like, it don't be nothing else but that. You know what I'm talking about? It don't be nothing else but I told you so. So motherfuckers just go through this no matter what it is, bro. You know what I'm talking about? No matter what it is. We have this desire to just look like a genius or something. We have this desire to just be right. You know what I'm talking about? We have this desire just to know more than them. Like you would let somebody, man, you'll let somebody walk down there. You'll let somebody walk down there to their demise, folks. You can tell a motherfucker, hey, man, don't go down there because there's a motherfucker with an axe. And you'll let somebody walk down there to get hit with that axe just so you can say, I told you so. Because that's all we want now. We just want credit, folks. You get what I'm saying? And that's cool if you do that, you know what I'm talking about? But that shit'll get dangerous, bro, if you just running around this motherfucker looking for credit. You know what I'm talking about? You just running around this motherfucker looking for acknowledgement that you was the first one that knew it. You know what I'm talking about? And we do that with everything. We didn't even turn sports into that. You know what I'm talking about? We didn't even turn sports into that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Lord forbid we pick right. Don't let us get no finals prediction right or something. You know what I'm talking about? Don't let us get no boxing match right or because we going to come up here and act like we won the fight ourselves. I told you. You know what I'm talking about? And then we going to travel the world and act like everybody else got to bow down to our knowledge because we told you. And we just had a desire, and that's fucked up because you can't always be right. You feel what I'm saying? You can't always be right. And what that shit is doing, Told Them Tuesday, what it is making you do a whole bunch of other shit so you don't have to be wrong. So even if you pick something and you was wrong, you ain't gonna just say I was wrong. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna go through hella other shit to where even when you was wrong, you gonna try to make it seem like you was right. And that's where it get dangerous at. You get what I'm saying? Because we just, we in that society where it don't, like, you just gotta be right, bruh. So no matter what's going on, I gotta be right. So even when I'm wrong, I still gotta go do hellish shit to make it seem like I was right. It's almost like talking to an old woman. If you talking to one of them old ladies, bruh, your auntie, mama or something, bruh, it's like you ain't gonna never be right. Either she gonna be right or both of y'all right. But she ain't gonna never be wrong. You get what I'm saying? Either she gonna be right or both of y'all gonna be right. But she ain't gonna never be wrong. I ain't bullshitting with you. And that's how I go on this Told Them. And I mean, once again, if you do that and shit, bruh, that's cool. You know what I'm talking about? Just don't let that shit be a detriment to you in your life. Or y'all know how bruh is with his vocabulary. Don't let that shit be a detrimental to you in your life. Don't let that shit hinder you, your way of always just wanting to be right. Don't let that shit hinder you. Because I was just thinking about this the other day, bro. You know, there's some people out here fascinated with, like, say you a solid nigga. You actually have niggas out here that's fascinated by being solid niggas. So, say you a solid nigga. A motherfucker could come up to you and be like, man, you a solid nigga, and that shit right there is kind of like what you looking for. So that shit right there feeds your ego and shit, and you like walking around where motherfuckers is, what you call that shit, where motherfuckers is basically just kissing your ass, you know what I'm talking about, giving you props. And why that shit could be dangerous is because a motherfucker could just come play you like that, bruh. That's why you gotta look at all this shit the same, folks. You can't get too high, you can't get too down. Fuck what somebody else say one way or the other. Cause the same, you gonna have some motherfuckers thinking you the realest motherfucker there is, and you gonna have some niggas over there thinking you the fakest motherfucker, use a sucker and all that shit right there. You know what I'm talking about? Cause we didn't let the nerds take over the game. I told you, bro. So y'all letting the nerds judge the game. Y'all letting the nerds tell y'all what's real and what's not. And that's how we get all this bullshit. You get what I'm saying? But on this motherfucking Told Them Tuesday, folks, you don't get caught up in that. That's all you could do. You don't get caught up in that. You don't get caught up in being the know-it-all. You know what I'm talking about? You don't get caught up in everywhere I've been, I done ran into a nigga like that. I ain't bullshitting with you. One of them niggas that kind of like, they might actually be smart, and they come around and just pick arguments. They'll say something like, man, we got a nigga back there, and nigga just come around and say, my nigga B-Dog. I gotta ask that nigga B-Dog what's that nigga name, but he was sharp. We seen that nigga on the news too one day. He was doing some kind of program. He had got out. Oh yeah, to anybody know, man, I seen Casual yesterday. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out Casual, man. You know what I'm talking about? I told you I'll be running in the motherfuckers, man. It always be love. Y'all seen Old School Casual yesterday, man, when I was out here running around. Gave a nigga a hug, you know what I'm talking about. Was real excited, all smiles, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out Casual. But my nigga still look the same too, y'all. But just don't, I forgot what I was finna say actually. But just don't get caught up on that know-it-all person, folks. Oh, that's what I was talking about, how some niggas is excited to be a real nigga. So, like, all another motherfucker got to do is come feed your ego and tell you the realest motherfucker, and you'll be brainwashed. It's like you try to surround yourself with a bunch of them yes man motherfuckers. I mean, that's cool if you want to live like that, bruh. But a motherfucker will tear your ass up like that, bruh. You easy, like, if you one of them motherfuckers, that's all the motherfucker got to do to pump your ego up, bruh. Motherfucker talk you straight into walking on the freeway, bruh. In rush hour. You feel what I'm saying? Because you get a kick out of other people knowing you a real nigga. It shouldn't matter. As long as you know you solid, bruh, it shouldn't matter what somebody else think one way or the other. Shouldn't nobody be able to come over there and blow your head up with that shit. Because a lot of y'all don't even be seeing when motherfuckers be doing that shit. They feed your ego to knock a patch out your ass, bruh. That's how they get close to you, because that's all it takes is to come over there and kiss your ass a little bit for you to be blinded. You get what I'm saying? Told Them Tuesday. So once again, you could do whatever you want to, folks. Just don't get caught up on that, because I think people nowadays, bruh, y'all let this imaginary audience shape your real life. You know what I'm talking about? I told you, a nigga you could come up here and eat some shit, and you could get 1 million views for eating some shit. You'll keep on eating shit. You'll start eating different colors of shit. You know what I'm talking about? Because them views is what did it to your head. You trying to continue. You trying to keep up with the audience, bruh. Don't lose yourself trying to keep up with the audience. Coffee Chronicles. Nephew says, oh bad old lady. Nephew says, oh bad old lady. Hey, what you say, bro? Lady. Yeah, don't try to keep up with the audience and lose yourself, folks. But Told Them. But that's this motherfucking world we living in today, y'all. Where everybody just get a thrill out of being right. It don't matter if it's a nigga or a bitch. Everybody just get the thrill and I told you so. You know what I'm talking about? I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. So, I mean, take that for what it is, folks. However you want to, however you just want to do that shit, bro, take it how it is, folks. You know what I mean? But you just don't be one of them I told you so motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? Because you'll get a fake ass power like that. And like I said, you'll let one of your loved ones, because you could tell a motherfucker's a nigga down there with an axe. But your loved ones don't want to listen to nothing. You'll just kick on back and let them get hit with that axe. Just so you can say, I told you so. That's where that shit could get dangerous at. Because you don't want to do nothing but be right now. So you'll let your people, like you'll let really one of your loved ones It ain't the same thing as like you trying to tell a motherfucker, and you just gotta let a motherfucker see for themselves. I ain't talking about that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about how you'll let somebody fuck off, get they self fucked off that you really care about just so you can say, I told you so. Because that's like, I don't know why we like that in today's society. I don't. But told them Tuesday. And that's one of the big things we looking for. We just looking to be right, bruh. No matter what it is. That's why you see so many debates and so many arguments now. I told you the old school barbecue, nigga, you motherfuckers was back there doing the electric slide, playing dominoes, spades. It was a gathering. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. Now, they done turned that same barbecue, bruh, into a debate, into an argument, bruh. Now everybody around the motherfucking barbecue Googling shit, you know what I'm talking about, to try to win they debate. Googling nigga just be talking about anything, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Anything, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I seen a motherfucker come up here with some they own theory talking about Scooby-Doo wasn't even a dog. You know what I'm talking about? They talking about Scooby-Doo was an angel that just would, that nigga just come with anything, bruh. And at the end of it, they would nigga, whether Scooby-Doo was a dog or a cat, man, what difference do it make? But I told you so. You know what I'm talking about? So you just don't be that told you so motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something else about that I told you so, depending on what kind I told you so motherfucker you is. Motherfuckers don't like that motherfucker around. You know what I'm talking about? Because for some reason that told you so motherfucker, that's the motherfucker that's always trying to prove a point. You get what I'm saying? And really, bruh, if you like, you really ain't got no, if you listen to the Bible, you really ain't got no point to prove. You know what I mean? So us as people, and this the last one because bruh got some shit to do. You know what I'm talking about? If I told y'all what bruh was finna do, man, y'all laugh like a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? I might let you fuck with me though. Just depending on bruh. But I forgot what I was finna say again. That I told you so motherfucker, bruh. Yeah, that motherfucker right there. That's the motherfucker that's always walking around this motherfucker, like I said, trying to prove theyself. You get what I'm saying? They always trying to prove they right. They just got something to prove to the world. You know what I'm talking about? And if you ain't never heard nothing else, bro, you ain't got nothing to prove. You don't got to prove shit to nobody but yourself. You know what I'm talking about? That's the only one you owe something, is yourself, folks. It's yourself, unless you got some family or something. You know what I'm talking about? You got some kids or something. But you don't owe nobody but yourself, folks. That's where everything starts and ends, with you. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to be the one out here. You don't have to be the I ain't looking for the moral police, but you ain't got to be the one out here policing everybody else, bro, making sure they do right. You know what I'm talking about? The only person you really got to police is yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because for some reason, we just got the best of advice for other people. You know what I'm talking about? We don't really take heed to our own advice that much. You know what I'm talking about? We just good at giving it. We ain't really good at going over our own game that we be trying to give other people. And I'm finna get up out of here. But if I ain't never told you nothing else, we be trying to, like I said, give advice and not really go over our own game. And that right there, bruh, is that's it in a nutshell. You know what I'm talking about? That's it in a nutshell. And cause you would know people that really work on themselves, they're content and like they drive come from working on themselves, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? There's only people who damn near haven't worked on themselves is the ones that's trying to tell you to do something. You get what I'm saying? Because people that's really in tune with themselves and trying to get it together themselves, bruh, they more focused on what they got going on and trying to piece they shit out and trying to make sure they shit all right, bruh. They really not sitting around this motherfucker from the time they wake up to the time they going to sleep, running around trying to tell everybody else what to do and be everybody else's leader. Told them, I told you so. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, people that's really focused on themselves, they focus on themselves, folks. not trying to tell you what you should do. Coffee Chronicles. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. And Penny hollering, so I'm finna get on up out of here because once again, I got things to do. But when it's told them Tuesday, you just don't be that motherfucker, dog. You know what I'm talking about? You just don't be that motherfucker. Don't be this motherfucker who don't get you don't get a kick out of nothing on this motherfucking earth but telling people I told you so. See? Told you. I was right. Because most of the time, the motherfuckers right there, they want the credit for everything. They gonna let you know that they was the first ones doing something. They gonna let you know everything they do. You get what I'm saying? Because they just need credit. They need you to give them credit. Yup, it was him. He was the first one. Ain't nobody better than you. You know what I'm talking about, man? That motherfucker right there told them Tuesday, man. So you just make sure you ain't that motherfucker, man. You know what I'm talking about? You make sure you that motherfucker that, you got your best interests at hand. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't trying to police everybody else to make sure they doing it right. You know what I'm talking about? You just in your own motherfucking circumference trying to get it right yourself. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't really policing everybody with your eye on everybody else's business, telling them what they need to do. You know what I'm talking about? I told you so. You know what I'm talking about? And all that shit right there. But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, man, always remember. I mean, always remember, man, it don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of that love.